You've termed one of the other presidential candidates, I believe this is Professor George Wajackoyah, you've just said as a man who has problems. You also on record as calling him a joker. Do you still hold that view?
You know, I'm not the only one. People don't understand my learned friend in matters leading where we are. I'm sorry, I'm not the only one. Somebody has gone to court, a professional colleague. I didn't know about that. I have nothing to do about it. There seems to be a lot about the background. One can tell clearly he's in the intelligence. You don't retire from that, you know, and so on. But this is what I meant. You are not serious to say that we repay as soon as you are in power. You'll pay our debt by planting and harvesting a product which is already, as we stand now, and I speak that as a lawyer, is illegal in the nation. You are not telling Kenyans the truth. When you also seem to be, for me, his sum total of how Kenya will develop is through this. For me, his sum total of how we'll get away from corruption is by planting the weed. No. It's only later I have had the story change a little and talk about corruption. The key agenda is the wind. Mark, you're looking at me suspiciously.
No, I'm paying attention.
And when you listen to it, it's exciting the emotions of Kenyans, the young, the vulnerable. You know, Kenyans are at a depressed, a very low state, hopelessness, fatalistic, cries and woes, you know, because of the thieves, the opposite of shepherds. I say to me, first of all, that's dishonest. I say that is failure to follow processes already, because we are dealing with something illegal. So first of all, you need to say this thing is illegal. The first step I would seek is to work at legalizing it. But before that, we will form probably commissions. We will sit back and find, can it apply to us? Then it is so untrue, it's dishonest. If it can revolutionize a country, Jamaica would be a Singapore. Honduras would be a Singapore. Colombia would be a Singapore. My brother, the countries that are advanced, it was not because they planted weed. And listen, in my manifesto, we talked about science, research, and Kenya being a cancer center of the world.
Right.
And we will look at every plant. But this is a white lie. I'm telling you, Kenyans, I am the one with the solution.
Okay.
I am the one saying where the money is, how we can do it. So that's why I think, and then the antics we are seeing, you know, they are mainly meant to appeal to emotions. I'm not talking about dancing reggae. I also dance to good singers. McCracken, I've got my mind made up.
Right.
It's reggae, it's good reggae. We do it in our church. Yes, when we are praising God.
Right.
That's not the issue. But I mean, look at everything he points out.
Okay.
Those is not what will get Kenya to be the first world.
All right. So let's now look forward before we really dive into the manifesto, at least aspects of it. And yesterday, the Third Way Alliance party leader moved to court to protest what he termed as a sham process of nominating presidential candidates and wants a process repeated and at least give a chance to independent candidates to also be on the ballot. What do you say about this development? And the court agreed with this. The High Court declared a regulation requiring presidential candidates to provide copies of their supporters' ID cards as unconstitutional. What's your response to this development?
Let me start by saying I have not looked at the ruling. I was trying to do flip this morning and last night.
What we could do for that then, we could play this particular story, Mwaure, just to give the context.
But I'll have some comments.